My name is Kristen. I have 6 kids and I'm from YNI. And this is actually my youngest. He's Aiden. He's 4 years old. One day, a hungry fox was preparing to hunt for his dinner. I never got read to when I was a child. But when I got older and I had these younger kids, I made sure I read at least once, well, a book every night.
Before I came into the program, I did not realize how important reading out loud was. I knew reading was important, just not reading out loud. My 9-year-old has a hard time reading. So sitting and reading a book became a challenge, almost like pulling teeth. The enjoyment of reading wasn't there.
The challenge with the kids was just having them want to sit down and listen to me read the story. Before it was like, let's go read a book, you know. But after I did the program and then I read to them now with more, you know, I bring it to life and more, you know, expression. They asking me, let's read a book, you know. So that's the difference from then and now. Before it was like, no. Now it's like, can you read a book to us? Yeah.
Going through the RTM10 class, it opened up a whole new world, a whole new way of reading to my children and really keeping them engaged.
I knew that I wanted to raise my kids in a home where we love to read. The biggest lesson I've learned so far is lead by example. Show that you love reading the book, get into the story, and don't be afraid to just show that this is how mommy loves reading, and I'm showing it to you guys, and they're able to ask questions, and I know that in the long run they're going to be able to foster that love of reading on their own.
With the RTM and the other parents in the class, you can relate to one another. They remind you that, hey, you're not the only one struggling with your child to read. She's here with me, she understands, she's been through the same thing I've been through. And the vibe and the setting of the class is so opening and welcoming. They're not judgmental. You can go in there and you know you can share your story and they'll be like, hey, yeah, we get it, we understand. Let's try this. Let's try something else. If this is not working, hey, I do this for my kids. It's good that you can relate to one another and it reassures you that, hey, we're gonna figure this all out together, and at the end of the day, you know, we're walking out of that class with a smile on our face thinking, hey, I'm so excited to go home, read this book to my child, and see what comes out of it.
Once you implement just one thing, that's just going to grow because you're going to see the reflection, how you read that line, how you introduce the book this time. Whoever you're reading to, your children are going to respond to that, and that's going to encourage you to keep going deeper in the rest of the tips that you learned at RTM10.
It builds a bond, like when you read with your children, and it helps your children and you converse about the book, and then it kind of leads into like other conversations. When my husband got involved, that's when I was like, oh, this is pretty cool, you know, like it's intense to see that my husband, who dislikes reading for various reasons, kind of get out of his shell. It's good to see that, you know, just by example, like when he watches me read to the kids and stuff, he tries to do it as well.
I'm glad that somebody acknowledges that reading is so important every day. And reading starts at home. And I never knew that. But now I know, so I think it's a lifelong lesson I have learned. That's something I can take with me and make sure my children learn that as well.
I'm committed to encourage them in a positive way, and I already see the changes in them, you know, just for being in the program 2 weeks now.
In the 2 weeks, a lot has changed because I noticed it started with me, my own attitude. My way of teaching him had to change as well. I noticed that maybe I should pick up, you know, open up the book and read to them and have them join in with me and have daddy join in and have baby sister join in. So it wasn't just me reading, it was all of us reading together. Every Tuesday after my class, he's like, so what books you got today? You brought anything home for us? He's so excited to look for, and we're only in 2 weeks. And that's the first time I've ever seen him happy to get a book?
Today, reading a book is a must. You know, every night before bed, it's a must to read a storybook. This must be my lucky day. Yep, the end.